Criminally Insane goes to the outside. Mel Malice tries to follow, but Tish shuts her off. Criminally Insane makes a move and makes somebody drop. Pivots up front, fighting, bustling hard. Criminally Insane gets to that front wall, but gets a yield, and the Malice heads to the back wall as well. Reset for both jammers as they both hit that back wall again. Criminally Insane on the inside, gets to that front wall. Malice is able to make a cut and is able to make a move for the front, but can she get in front of that combo, which is boom to the inside line? It's a tight race. Let's see what can happen to that back wall. One baby being caught in Tish as she tries to fight her way and push that wall forward. One hit for Criminally Insane, and she sees the back with 1 point and a call off by running it backwards. Great job, Mel Malice. Looks like a 1-2. 2 points for the pink, 1 for the Sheilas. I see Electrocute in the back, and I cannot see that pivot just yet, or the jammer just yet, but we will. That is number 20. That is Critical Blitz. Big hit on Toucan, and Blitz is able to get out, but she gets knocked out. She is able to resume because while she did break out front, she skated for at least a couple steps and was able to establish herself on track, which means she does not have to yield. It is an absolute brawl in the back wall as they hold kill shot. Critical Blitz has all the time to rack up at least one, looks like two. I see 2 points in that. Let's see what the refs give her. That is 2. Malice back out there. And so is Creme. That is a tight wall up front. Looks like they're going to start going at each other right off the jump. Oh, and then Mel makes Tish pay, cuts that inside and makes a big move. But she might be a little up front. We'll see if they call her out of play. All right, so because that hit happened while they were up front and out of play, Mel was able to take off, which means that she gets a clean lead and a great demonstration of her rules knowledge. Hits that seam, good challenge, but she's able to take advantage of that hole that Mel was trying to bust, and that is a full pass. Good job by Gemma, the queen of hurts. I'm telling you, man, it's all about that power, and Mamba's got that power. Let's see what she can do with it. Toucan with the early start up front. Donger challenging that pivot, making her pay attention to her. Mamba's able to get to that front wall. Now there's that jammer in that pivot combo. They're out of play, so she gets a free ride. She can't hit her because she's out of play. Good job, Toucan, refraining from that. Oh, are they calling her out of play? She has to wait, but hey. That's easy points. How many points did she get? Because there were a couple people out of play up front, so I know that's a couple captured points. Let me see them. 2 points. Madam making moves, gets caught behind a 3-roll on the outside. Mel looking for good opportunities. Shoving her way on the in. Able to take it. Mel gets swallowed back up. Great hitting in the back. Shady doing some work and Tish helping her out. Good job in the back line. Lovely lethals. And Madame is able to get free. Butterfly spreading her wings. All the time in the world with no Sheilas out just yet. Got about 70 feet before Mel closes that, but it's Mel. She can close that in a heartbeat. Passes 1-2 and calls it. 2 points. The lovely lethals nicking and diming some great points. Oh. Creme and Cute on the back line. Kill shot Toucan on the front. All right, we have both jammers making good moves. Kremley tries to take the inside, get an assist off of her teammate. Zombina holding her back, but she's able to fight with one extra stride. Electrocute being caught up, though. Electrocute got into a back wall with the brace up front, with Donger able to hit both Toucan and the jammer, able to stop 2 people with 1 hit. What a block! Toucan able to break 3. Criminally Insane entering that back wall. Let's see if they can create a big hole like they just did. What a hole! What a hole! The blocking. I'll tell you, everybody goes to the point scores, but when you create a hole wide enough to drive a bus through, you got to give the blockers credit where credit is due. That was beautiful blocking. Whew! I am weak. All right, Queen fighting her way through the back. Mel making a good move to the inside, but Badonkaboom is nothing to be feared with a big hit and an ole by Mel. Letting Badonkaboom take a glancing blow as she gets through. Rubbing her chin, that was a very intense exchange of hits. Giving Mel more than enough time to pick up 2, pick up 3. Out of play up front, she might even have the 4 already, but just be safe. There's nobody broken out. Let's see if she can go pick up another 4 or 5. Let's call it. What a move, what a play. All right, pivot turn backwards to start, but I mean, with kill shot, she's able to do that. She can keep her head on one swivel, her skates on another swivel, hips on another swivel. Hits that front wall, takes the outside, but is able to get bopped out just a little bit by, I believe, Micro's hit. As she does that great chop step to really hold her back. Both jammers in the back wall getting held up. Ooh, Kremlin might look a little tired, hitting Zombina going backwards on her. Now, I've talked to Criminally Insane about that backwards blocking. It does mess her up a little bit, but she's going to fight through it. I see it. Electrocute hits that back wall, passes 1. Passes Snap with a good hit by Park. Gets all of them and calls it. Was Electrocute able to sneak in some points? Yes, she was, by the looks of it. At least 2. Let me see the score. Electrocute was able to sneak in some. Oh, did Electrocute call it off? Oh, my apologies. I thought Kremlin was still up in front. All right. Sheilas did get all. Sheila's got all 4 on that, where the Lethals got 2 in that last one. All right. Yeah, who called it off isn't important. The points were, that was a great jam, all over the board. Both pivots, garage sale in the back. Pivots are fighting hard up front. Mel gets up front and says, hold that pivot back, and they're able to push her out. Myers is doing the strategic thing, bridged in. McQueen of Hertz making some hard pushes and making a toe-stop run to get that pivot break. Tish holding Mel for 1 hit. Another hit. She loses the point, but is able to body a little, but Mel's fighting hard with the ultimate hit by Badonka Boom, preventing at least 1 point. Good job, Badonka Boom. Way to not be a point. And here we are. This game is close. You should have Mamba Jam every single jam. No breaks. All right, with... Oh, the assist with the Emily assist. She just whipped her teammate to the ground while Mamba was hitting her, which I think might have added momentum. Krem gets 1, Cherry's captured. Trapped behind kill shot. Able to get 1 and call it. Ooh. She gets up, she's resilient. Woo. Just a little bit of color commentary. There's nothing I love more than watching both Emily and her mother take these licks like absolute champs, take these blows like they're the queens out there. Ain't no one can step to them. They are resilient. Ooh, Madam tries to swim through, but Buster is anything but a baby. Buster will hold you themselves. Madam able to skate on the inside. Oh, I thought so. I thought they got cut out, but hey, track cut yield. No penalty there. All right, there's Anita in the back, really directing traffic, not a baby in the back. Able to at least hold 1. It looks like they got 2. Trapped behind that 3 brace. Mel's able to skate backwards and call it. Black got 1, making it a 17-16 nail biter before we head into our first timeout of the game. I'm telling you, this is experience versus vitality out here. And with the addition of kill shot, I mean, man, that's also experience in addition to that. Not to say that the Sheilas aren't, of course, fast. Man, they just have... I got the pleasure of working with the Sheilas over the weekend at a scrimmage, and one of the major things that they really drove was the ability to keep everything under their control, their pace, their speed. And honestly, while everybody has the capabilities of speeding and racing out there, sometimes it's real nice to be able to flip it on your switch. I'm bringing my puppy. We're going to hang out on the patio. All right, as we're getting ready to resume, next whistle will start the jam, and we have Electrocute and Criminally Insane in the back with Toucan and Killshot up front. All right. Electrocute using Mamba, but hits a Killshot on the inside. She does lose her pivot superiority position, but it's kill shot. And as I can't finish that sentence without her getting back up there. And look at that downward backwards blocking. That Jamalama Ding Dong can hold anyone. Woo-wee! And Kremlin Insane's able to break through thanks to some exquisite blocking, buying her some extra time. Jamalama Ding Dong backwards on electrocute, takes another shoulder, held up as Toucan Slam breaks through. Let's see what she can do. It's a slow wall. Toucan taking that inside. Oh, I don't think she was able to hit that back wall before Kremlin was able to get two and call it. And that's a lead change again, going to 18. Oh, going to 18-18. It is a tie game. They did give Toucan one, which, hey, that's why you skate hard. That's why you finish every jam. That is why you don't open skate if you see that other jamming coming up. Yes, we're trouble.
Yes, we are.
All right, Micro taking the outside, hits that back wall with Ginger. Nice little bean dip to get around Ginger. Spectacular room. Good strategy, get her distracted. Absolutely worried about the other pivot, which gives her the ability to just go free. We got one down in Tish, but Micro Psycho has plenty of time before Tish is even close to getting caught up by Mel. And it's called off before Mel can hit that back wall. Turning into a 2-0, giving that another lead change to 20-18 for the lovely Lethals. Mamba looking back at her bench like, man, why y'all having me do this again? Ooh, Mamba breakthrough in record time, but criminally right on her. Skate hard, don't let her pass. Now it's a race. Looks like the Lethals get caught in the back. Lethals rejoin and try and race again. And Cherry able to slow down and able to get some of Quantum Fury to just hold up just enough that Mamba can get 1 point. But the question is, 2 points. And it looks like Krem might have gotten 3. It looks as if the Sheila backwall, while did get caught up in holding their baby, looks like Krem was able to sneak by and able to grab that entire 3 wall, while Mamba was the lead, only got 1 point and called it. Looks like it was a 1-3 jam in the craziest way possible. All right. Black able to get that superior wall up front. Myers and Anita all out of play, but all bumping each other just a little bit. It's hefty up there. Mel playing some defense. Oh, with a big hit by Tish on the inside. It is smart, but Critical gets to skate by that out-of-play wall up front. 2 separated from the pack gives Blitz a free shot at the back wall. Anita rejoins the pack and is able to pivot break. 1 caught on the outside, 2 caught on the outside. Blitz is able to pass them all. Looks like Myers might be able to fight for position. Myers might be out of play. Looks like it's a no pass, no point on that last one potentially. We'll see what they call it. It looks like they did give it to her. She might have been out of play while that blocking was initiated. They might say that it wasn't enough contact to elicit blocking out of play, but definitely not enough to knock someone out of play, causing her to give up the position. Oh! Hey, the deliberation is the key importance of officiation. Officiation is now a word. It doesn't matter how you say it. Thank you. It's a matter about the semantics. I love that. cute. All right, we have Electrocute hit up on the back wall on the inside. Looks like she's going to take more of a middle move, but meets Donger again, hits the inside again. Now she has Killshot to deal with. Killshot makes a move, has Toucan and Z to deal with, able to hold her off just long enough for Cute to get through. And it looks like she's going to have at least 50 feet before Killshot's able to rejoin and start going. Killshot's going to cut that lead down shortly, so let's see how quickly they can keep this wall up. Pink wall in the back. Can they hold Electrocute before Killshot joins her? They knock her down, get the lead change. Killshot gets 3 points. Can she get her hips across with the Mamba Tornado? Able to hold her hips in a superior position and woo! That is disciplined blocking.
Don't say anything dumb.
Did I? Have I? I live in a state where most things I say happen to be dumb, so I got worried. What a jam that was. Spinning, blocking, passes on the inside, assists, everything was included in that jam. If you're watching on Twitch stream, feel free to pause that, clip that, send that back. And if you're on Twitch right now, go ahead and give the chat a shout out. Say your favorite player. Go ahead and give a compliment to somebody you love seeing on the track. Blitz gets up front and looks like she's had a play up front and she can't get through, but is able to once they disengage. Mel Malice, not to be outdone, meets Queen of Hearts, cuts on the inside. What a move! We got the Sheilas in the back. We got the Lethals up front. Looks like Anita's able to hold Tish, and there's some jamming and shoving. 1 point and called. Was she able to do it before? It looks like it's a one and done. Nothing on black. Great job by Blitz. What a move. And then, speaking of called it, a timeout was called for the Sheilas. That looks like one timeout apiece. The thing I love most about all the people in this league is when their derby name matches their play style. And let me tell you, Badonka Boom, when she hits you, it is audible. You feel it.
If you're here for the Lethals, let me hear you.
I'm sorry.
If you're here for the Sheilas, let me hear you.
If you've enjoyed some good derby at some point today, please let me hear you. I'm sorry, was there no good derby today? Can I hear something for good derby, please? Next time. We tried. If you got to pet a cute puppy. This is the third game. Hey. Kim's seeing some good derby. Also, great name.
You're feeling thirsty. Go on and visit with 3 Trails Brewing back here.
I've had myself a hard soda, and it was delicious. All right. Madam and Mel in the back. Mel takes that inside, but not to be undone. Quantum with a hit, making Mel take the inside or the middle once again. Pivot fight looking pretty good. Killshot able to support her teammate. Pink has a superior pivot position, but Madam's able to get through. It looks like both panties are being held pretty well. But Toucan takes that inside and goes. They hold Mel with a big hit by Donger. Madam with at least 60 feet before Toucan hits that back wall. There's 3 Sheilas trapped in the back, able to pass on the outside, grab a point, but it looks like the hips never pass superior position. And then Toucan takes the lead, meaning Madam's not able to call it at all. Looks like what could have been 1 point might turn into 4 lost points as they push that front wall further and further. I did hear a penalty whistle. Is it on Toucan? By the looks of it, it is. Toucan re-enters. It might not have been. I still did hear a penalty whistle. Let's see if it gets served later. And calls it. Now let's see the resolution, because it does look like there might have been a penalty called, but it does look like, I think I see 3 being held up by the black assistant jam ref, or scoring ref, my apologies. Yes, so it was 3 by the Sheilas, and it looks like all 4 by the Lethals. The penalty looks like it belongs to Killshot, as she'll start this jam in the box. All right. Queen of Hearts and Mamba up front. Ooh. Blitz takes a spill over Park and Rec. And a nice little slow wall to go up front as Critical Blitz tries to take the outside. Cherry Violence able to hold her back. That lifelong wall of Park and Rec and Cherry Violence. Looks like it's going to be one easy one on the inside. Ooh, she got hit on the inside. While Queen of Hearts might be able to maintain position again with the hit by Tish for the lead change. Queen of Hearts is going to have the opportunity to get some points and call it. Way to steal that one back. Look at the resilience by Pink. There was some pretty significant scoring going on for 3-2 for the Sheilas, taking that lead just down to 4. So now it is just one jam away. It is a one-pass game. I was looking for the football equivalent of a one-possession game. Kremlin Sade on the outside, Anita looking on the inside to see where her jammer was. Kremlin was able to break. Kremlin holds down for the spinning hold with that upper thigh. What a move. Krem able to take just a little bit of extra space thanks to the blocking by Queen. I believe that was Queen. Oh, that might have been Donger. Grabs one and calls it, but hey, that turns to 5 points. It is no longer within one possession. It is no longer within one single pass. Not unless you hold that jammer and get them too. Oh, this is just in the half, I believe. Ooh, little mix-up on the inside. Z takes a spill, but it gets right back up again with Electrocute taken to the outside. Blitz watching her timing and goes for the middle, cuts the inside, uses her teammates as an assist. Inside once again and uses a little brace as she's able to bounce off of Queen and able to get superior position while they hold Toucan. Ooh, Electrocute makes a small spill with the ref, but it looks... Absolutely. All right, with... Right now. Thank you, thank you. 50-50 draw, wins some money or give to a good cause. Pretty good chances. All right, Krem on the outside. Anita with a slight bump, able to knock her out. And Ginger also with the hit, but takes a spill. Kremlin Sign takes the inside through that wall of Shady and Donger and has a clear, definitive lead with only Mel getting out now. But Micro's going to have one more hit, but it is not enough. Mel is resilient, and she knows how to stay in the middle lane. Krem comes up. Donger on the inside hit on Anita. Krem takes one spill, able to get 1 point and call it, extending that lead up to 7. She shakes her head, but she knows she loves it. All right, up front, we're going to have another battle with Queen and Toucan. Mamba's able to break through that back wall. Queen able to make one move. Toucan able to say, sit down with me, please. Buys Mamba just enough time that she's going to be able to get at least up to that 2 wall. If she can pass it, she might be able to shut Queen out for any points. Gets one in, calls it. Did she get the 2, though? She did get the 2. That back wall did collapse just slightly. Racking them up. Close that lead. 5-point game. All right, nice, slow, congested walls. Though exactly what you want to see as a blocker. Gives Mel the opportunity to fake an outside move, cut to the middle, cut to the inside, meet that original pivot by the pink, gives Criminally enough time to break through. What a move by Killshot, meeting Mel with a big hit on Anita. Way to go, Criminally with at least 30 yards, or 30 feet, my apologies. Sees that inside, she looks inside, cuts out, grabs 1 point, tries to call it. No lead change, Mel, it was close, but Mel might have been out of bounds on the inside. And it looks like 1 versus 3. Lethals get 3. Extending that lead just ever so slightly back up to 7. Still anyone's game. All it takes is 1 multi-pass score for this game to be in the Sheila's grasp. This is tight. This is a nail biter. This is what you want to see. You want to see the final card hitting the hardest, and that's exactly what you see. Mamba a little slow to get up, but it does give Toucan. Toucan does get out, and Zombina also takes a penalty. Mamba able to knock out the jammer, but she's able to get back to the track and call it with her 1 point, taking that to an 8-point game. I'm loving every moment of this. And you know what I'll tell you? I thought it was going to be this close, but I thought the Sheilas had the edge. I was just keeping that close to heart. And you know what? The game's not over. Pippi as a coach, Daddy Longlegs as a coach, anything can happen at halftime. Those are motivational speakers right there. Little handsy in the back with Myers and Donger. No position changes, no problem, so it is all good in the proverbial hood. Pivot battle up front. Criminally Insane takes 2 inside moves and then goes to the out. Myers able to get some good backwards blocking, able to hold her back with those hips. That's what you like to see. Use the hips, use your feet. Krem using that agility to go middle, then go back to the outside by Myers. What a hit, giving her jammer time to escape. Oh! Track cut yield. Just enough time, Criminally gets another attempt, but she's met with Anita, and look, she's looking a little gassed. Ginger with a big hit. Criminally is starting to feel it just a little, but not to be outdone. Boom, hits Malice. You know, the jammers are now bumping into each other. They're a little tired. In 30 seconds, they just don't want to be the one that gives up that break to the other. Mel able to go, but only has 23 seconds to get to the back of the pack. If those packs race in any way, shape, or form, and then Boom goes backwards, interesting. Boom, I see the Sheila's coach calling for it, but I don't see an official review.
I look forward to those halftime.
Ooh, Krem making a good move, drawing everybody to the outside, including a backwards Mamba, then going back to the inside for a clean break. Badonka Boom able to hold that pivot. Will Hertz be able to hold that jammer back? It looks like she's bridged in. All right. Gets that pivot break, but that's 50 feet. That's great. That's more than enough time to hit that back wall once, maybe twice, and then call. Oh, but ball with a big hit. Mamba to the outside, and Kremlin is slow to get up. Very slow to get up. It looks like she's down, holding the ribs. Waves it off. She's fine. She's fine, everybody. That was a big hit. Resilience is the name of the game, but I did say the Sheilas would come out swinging, and they cut that lead in half. Not yet. All right, Mel through the inside, hits that front wall, but gets kicked to the inside and out of bounds. Look at that. You always love a good, strong back wall. Micro able to hold off Buster, who's doing a great job defending that jammer. That's some good teamwork. Way to cycle your back wall to make sure you get some extra speed. What a little hop. What a great move. Anita able to detain, and it looks as if there's a little jostling, but it looks like she might have gotten bridged up front. It looks as if Pink meeting that front wall brings the pack up front. Oh. Whoa. It looks like a 4-4. That might have been one of the most roller coastery, even-tied jams I've ever seen. At one point I thought it was one-sided, and the other point I thought it was one-sided in the other direction.
Well, we've got Madam and Electrocute out there now.
I'm telling you.
And Toucan and Queen of Hearts in the front, but the refs call a timeout.
A timeout? Was that a timeout and a review, or just a timeout? All right, delightful.
Well, they're comparing.
All right.
Trying to figure out what's going on. What happened? So what?
All right, I want to take a brief look at some of these points over here.
Major point scores.
Oh, it looks like. If I had to guess, 38 would be Malice. If we're looking at the Sheilas. Nope, that is Queen of Hearts. Sorry, I was on Pink team. All right. But Electrocute taking some outside moves. Oh! Mamba throwing her entire body into a hit against Hertz. Electrocute able to call it, but does Pink get one before? No, they do not. 2 for the Sheilas. 2 points.
Hold that one and slow it all the way down. Hold that one.
There is certainly an art to the change of pace. There is certainly a methodology to containing that one while at the same time separating their 3 support members as far as humanly possible. If you can do that, you will win every game of U-Stars, I promise you. Mel is smart. It's the battle of the Titans up with those two. No, not quite. She still has someone up front to deal with. It's not over, but Donger gets a hit. But unfortunately, Donger's hit is so powerful, takes out her jammer. And that backwards blocking, but Mel takes the inside. Micro with a hit. Micro fighting hard. She's not out just yet, but now she is.
And so is Killshot.
Is Killshot close enough to the pack just yet? Looks like they called it. Killshot's able to pursue with that full speed.
They've got Kremlin in the back, holding it down.
Inside spin. 1 and call. And there's a directional. Who's the directional on? Black 8 on Baby Buster. Directional. Well, it looks like there's a little bit of contesting, but Baby Buster is off the track now, so. 1 point game, but one in the box. Mamba takes an early start, gets a good jump, but hits that back wall. Kremlin Insane uses her teammates on the inside and is able to get through her back wall, but is met on the outside by Parks and Rec. A good hard fought, pushing her to the outside and out of bounds. Mamba is able to recoup a little, hit that back wall and make Tish pay. Make 92 miss, make her pay. Hits the inside and is able to use Zombina as an assist, but Kremlin gets out first. Some good move by both jammers. Ooh, there's a front wall, but it looks like they're out of play, but they're still bumping a little bit. Let's see if they let her through. But there's a 4 wall in the back with Black, and Pink is all the way out of play. This could go real bad for Kremlin if she doesn't take her time. She calls it, but doesn't have a point. Gets one, and then they give her the call. That was close. That was close. They might, now they're deliberating. There's a good chance she called it before they got that point. If that was blown and she doesn't have a point, that's a penalty. It looks like I see a 1. Ooh, thank goodness. That could have been pretty. That could have been disastrous. Two-point game. Anita and Killshot jostling up front. Killshot succeeds and lets her take it, but it's not over between them. Mel meets that front wall and looks like she's getting pushed around by Micro.
Oh, yes. Dog is in that wall.
Blocking out of play on Myers. That'll be a noticeable loss on the field, on the track. The field of play.
Mel's fighting through.
But Donger is not giving up. Meg is holding her position. Donger getting low. Donger with a nice little shoulder charge, but Mel's able to fend it off. That pack moves up front. It's going to give the opportunity for the back wall to get recuperated a little bit. With Critical able to get up front. And now can she deal with Anita? Ooh, she's going to get swallowed back up. Great defensive play with 35 seconds left in the jam. Nobody out at the 30-second mark. Let's see if both the jammers have the ability to get out. They might just stand up, stroll a little bit, recuperate. Honestly, when I'm out here on this track, I tell them to chill. She got knocked out. If she has to yield here, but there is... All right, looks like we come to a great defensive jam.
49-47 lethal.
And as when there's any time there is a no point score jam, let's hear for the blockers. Way to play defensively. Good job. Good defensive playing. You love some conservative blocking. Oh,
There was some good blocking.
I clutched my pearls. I felt conserved.
Ooh, madam.
Big hit off the line. You always like to see it. But you better be able to make up for it because Electrocute will get back up and she'll start running. She'll run with the best of them. Ooh, Gemma signaling that she should have got that track cut. But Queen of Heart, she's ready. Now let's see if she can close that while Black's able to capture one. Tish is able to get 1 point. Oh, she might be going for another pass. She calls it. Is that a lead change? That's the first lead change of the half. All right, this is a game.
Hey, man, this is an awesome game.
And you know, with the short season, this has some serious championship implications. This is a big deal. If the Sheilas lose this one after losing to the Bashers, there's a chance they might not see that championship. Just a chance they might not see that bout. But it does play towards the end of the season. And Mel's going to make sure that that's not the case. She gets an early break with some smart moves, but Micro's able to get close up on her. Donger did throw an assist, but here, oh, with the hit, she calls it. She stays inbound and calls it. Looks like no, she got one. She got one. She was able to keep that toe inbound. And the man wearing pink that's watching the replay signaling to the pink team for an official review. So it'll be close. We'll see about it. Gio is demonstrating. Gio is showing what hips are. Gio, you are allowed to argue with the spectators all you would like. Ref Nick having some talks. He's keeping temperaments reasonable. Alrighty, friends, this is going to be a difficult one for the ref queue no matter how it falls. So let's hear it for the refs. Can we thank the refs? Can we say thank you, refs? Thank you, refs. They do the hardest job on the track, I'll tell you that now. It is hard out here for a ref. Thank you. Gemma with a nice little pre-jam move to get on that starting line over Toucan. Now I know she's holding up the back of her, she's holding up her tricep so that Toucan can pass. Zambina and Mamba able to really muscle that jammer and hold Krem back. Queen of Hearts hot on the tail. This will be a tight one. Ooh, some back wall confusion, able to get a couple. She signals, but she might have gone out of bounds. That might be a lead change. Not quite, was it? I couldn't see if ooh, and there's a high block on Zambina. I was hearing whistles before the jam called, so I lost track for a second. There's a lot of stuff going on in this game. You could have 10 announcers on here, all talking about one player each. That still might not be enough. All right. Mel hits that front wall, and Donger goes for a big hit, but misses. Rubbing her chin a little bit. Just a nice... Myers with the hands. I'll call that one. I'll say that I think that was there was a lot of yelling going on. Pink wants to race it. Pink wants to sprint, but Micro's caught up in the back. Mel gets one. Mel gets, looks like maybe two. Very, very possible. Yeah, good way to smart analytics on the track.
Mamba asked for that penny once again. Along with
All right, Kremlin challenges the back wall, or the front wall, as she hits with Parks and Rec and has to bounce to the outside as she gets taken out by Cherry Violence. Up at the front, we have Mamba, who's met with a nice little wall with Badanka Boom and Queen of Hearts. Hard fought. Toucan's not going to let Queen. Slippery little move. Goes on the outside, takes 2 points. Hits, ooh, after the jam. Looks like she might have gave Tish a big old bop, but I see 2, and I did see the pink holding up 1. So it is a 4-point game, and it is once again within anybody's grasp. All right, back wall with Buster and Myers holding critical. And I'll tell you this, it is critical that she breaks out here. Backwards block hitting Mel, making Mel get jostled a little bit. But she gets bumped on the inside, and as she is able to slip all the way to the back there, she's met with critical. Critical goes to the inside, hits a Buster that's willing to throw a little. Donger on the inside, Ginger, Buster getting some bumps on Donger. The Jammers trying to make another breakthrough. Looks like there's only 35 seconds left. I see a penalty. Mel's slow to get up, but with only 30 seconds left in the jam, better to conserve a little bit of energy than try and throw it all out for no extra advantage. At this point, you might as well take it, but it does mean that Pink will get to burn a lot of that penalty clock off. Probably only going to have about 10 seconds when the next jam starts. But either way, it's an advantage nonetheless. I need 1 second and I'll be right back. Gio, I've never seen you skate that fast. Oh, did Pink field too many? Looks like. Ooh, with 2. Does look like there is another timeout by Pink. It might have been to avoid a penalty, but it does look like there was a false start, which means Kremlin will start 5 feet back.
10.
10 feet back. That's what I said.
Here we go again. Oh, no, don't do that. My husband does that. That's what I said. Don't do that.
I've heard it both ways.
I'm sure.
All right, I'll say this: 10 feet might not be much to Kremlin. She's got agility.
She does.
She can close that gap real quickly.
Her and her mama both. That athleticism in that family is no joke. Okay, we're off. Electrocutes in the lead so far. Ooh, runs right past everybody. Electrocute is fighting through, trying to get past Mamba and Park. And Zombina at this point.
Zombina able to hold Badonkaboom, and Toucan able to cap it on the end. Able to give Electrocute one of those points as she meets a Kremley in the back wall. Way to block by Kremley, giving just enough time for her pivot to get through and get all those
4 points.
And it looks like Black got at least 2 to 3 points.
Oh, she got 3.
All right, it's a 3-point game. This comes down to it. 13 minutes left.
13 minutes left. 56-59 Sheilas.
Buster with a hit to the inside, but it is not enough to knock over Kill Shot.
And Anita's right on her, so here we go.
Normally see them both up front wearing the pivots, but you got to give everybody a rest. And now you get to see some Wonder Makers truly put some creation on the track. I can't wait to see what they're going to do with it. Cut to the outside. Garage sale in the back, and she's able to clean up at least 2 to 3 points. Buster puts her hands up.
She got all 4, and Anita got none.
It was quite the spill. Buster's looking for that back block, but I think that might have been her own teammate. And, I want to see the replay on that one.
Yeah, that was fast. That was real fast.
It was real fast. But, I mean, like I said, all it takes is Kill Shot, making one move, making you look and making you pay.
Just don't blink when you're watching roller derby. You might miss something. Oh. Too many. Oh, there was one in the box. That's another penalty. Captain usually has to serve that penalty, so there goes Anita to serve the penalty for them.
But let me tell you something. As bad as that normally is, doing that 3-on-5 to start, that means that Anita's in another jam.
That's a fact.
That might not be as much of an advantage as you can think, especially
However,
when Black's up front.
Black is up front, and they are taking off.
They're the pack. They can just run.
They are the pack. They could go.
They're the pack. They can run. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to make it hard for Pink. Give Z enough time to re-enter, but that does shift the pack to the back.
That's right. But Z makes a move.
Nope.
They're going to have to slow it down. Z is with the pack now.
Now that is one of those moments where
now if she gets up front and they take off.
Here we go again. But Queen of Hearts is there. So at least slowing their ascent.
said, no, I'm going to hold this jammer back.
Hey, equally as good. If you don't want to run, hold them, control them, do it. Z makes a big hit and then goes to the outside. 2 lethals are down in the back, but Madame has a big wall up front that is going to be difficult for her to circumvent. Anita goes to the outside, nice little quick tap, but Madam's able to cut back to the inside in a quick recovery and hits that front. Big hit!
Ooh.
What did I say about Badonka Boom? It is audible. 15 seconds left in the jam. Everybody pulls up a little bit. No point getting hurt in these last little bits. It's going to take you 10 seconds if you're moving at full speed. So
at this point, they're couple skating because it's only 5 seconds left and there's no point in trying to kill yourselves to get out.
Love your teammates. Hug an opponent.
That's right.
Chest up with Mamba real quick. It's always a good time. High five each other. You love to see it.
Yes.
What do I say with 0-point jams? Give it up for the blocking on that one.
Yes,
way to
absolutely.
play defensively, every single body.
You know, we always stay focused on the point scores, but let me tell you something. Blocking, without your blockers, you don't have a game, so there's that.
Blockers are roughly 80% of the track at any given moment. Sometimes 100. Quick little shove on the inside. by the donger on Myers. I love watching them go at
Donger's
it.
ruthless.
Oh, absolutely. Quick cut to the outside.
And here comes kill shot. And
Both
there
the
goes
jammers
Mel.
able to get some good fighting going
they're
on.
right on top of each other.
I hope they're talking to each other. I hope they're talking. Hey, you look really great in your jersey today. Hey, man.
Yeah,
I
right.
hope you don't get any points. Hey, you too,
Girl,
man.
slow down. Why are we doing this so fast?
All right, move to the outside, met with the back wall. Looks like there was a call off. Man, that was quick. One and
They're
done.
fast.
Does Pink get any?
Nope, Pink got 0. 60-60.
Time out. I see some chatter from the ref. I think Black might have to send one to the box.
No, there's a timeout on Black.
There is
Black
someone
called
in
the
the box.
timeout.
It might be 2 in the box if that's where Toucan's skating. Looks like they might have gotten called for a forearm. I'm seeing people grabbing their forearms. Typically a sign of a forearm.
Whatever it was, she's in the box. Let me see. What's his number?
Toucan, I believe, is 12. We'll see if 12 got sent to the box. I think
It was a forearm.
it was a forearm. It was because you can tell because they were grabbing their forearms.
I don't know what that.
That's when you get a forearm penalty. Oh, it is a tie game with under 10 minutes left. Whatever happens in the next 8 minutes and 31 seconds,
This is going to be real good to watch.
it's going to be worth studying the tape of it. It's going to be worth watching over and over again. There's going to be
Absolutely.
some hits.
This is exciting.
I apologize in
Kremley's
advance.
back.
I will be getting absurdly hype, and I highly encourage you to do the same.
Right? This is the place to do it.
Parks and Queen bumping up front. Kremley Insane takes a quick cut to the outside, and then hits
And
the
she's trying
opposing
to
jammer
hit
to the end.
electrocute.
Electrocute
Ooh,
getting caught
go
up by
Krem.
Tish.
Krem is on the outside, just skating and
Gets to that
jumps
front
into
wall.
the inside.
Can Queen hold
Waiting on-
48 back?
Up.
All right, looks like the enemy pivot is contained. They do get up front, and they do get contained.
Oh, wow.
She calls out of bounds by a mile, but they're saying it was blocking out of play, which means that Park gets a free break, and Kremley has 60 feet of lead. She's going to have at least a couple chances to break up this 3-wall.
But there goes Gore. She's trying to find her point.
Takes the assist to the outside, cuts to the inside. Smart move and a call off.
Nice.
What an assist, what a
Nice.
move and a cut.
Good job.
I told you I'd be getting
This is
hyped.
awesome. Yeah, you do be getting hyped.
It's in the genes. That's why they got the AOCs out here. That's funny.
It is funny. So now the Lethals are up 63-60. Wow. 7 minutes left in the game. Let's see what happens.
All right, do remember with about 7.5 minutes left, that's approximately 5 jams. Could be more, could be less. But with 5 jams, this could go into anyone's business, especially if you're doing 1 or 2 points a jam.
Oh, Mel broke.
Now with an
Now she
early
has-
break. And,
Dong can get out now too. Dong is
and that is
pivot break.
highly fortuitous as the back pivot just got sent to the box,
I can
which
bet.
gives them the opportunity to at least rack up some points before the end of this. Gets 1, calls it. Pink gets 0.
She got 0. Up. Yep, she
2
got
point
0.
game, 1 in the box, potentially 2 in the box. Is that where Ginger's skating? 2 in the box.
2 in the box for Sheilas.
All right, with number 41, or sorry, my apologies, number 35, Ginger Ninja with her first penalty, and that was for a.
We'll find out in a second. Don't do that.
Period.
They'll fix it. Okay. Kremley is going out and passing Toucan, but Toucan is too far out to break. But here comes Mamba. And Kremley is half a track ahead of them.
Sheilas are going to need some magical blocking to get Kremley Insane and hold her to nothing. But it looks like Tish is able to hold 1 with Mamba, given, it might be
And
1
Mamba's
easy
the
point.
worst baby to
1
have.
point, but it was not easy.
Forearm.
And that is... Where's the
Tremeli's
forearm?
made to go to the box for a forearm.
Ooh, that's 3 in the box.
And there's 3 of them in the box.
But because Black didn't pass a single point, they're held to 0. So those 2 for the lovely Lethals is way bigger than it could have been, because that easily could have been a 3-point jam for
but
the
they can catch up
Sheilas.
now.
4
Here we
points,
go.
but 3 in the box. Unfortunately, Pink can't race it as they only have 1 blocker. They're going to hold Donger all by themselves, or all by herself, as Mel's able to get a clean break. Now, can they hold kill shot in order to
They cannot. She is out, and she is right behind Mel.
But all she needs is 1 to get 4 points.
Correct.
There's it is. Donger makes the move, and there's a tie game.
Wow.
4 points. But they gave her 3?
No, they gave her the 4.
I'm seeing 3.
No, he's flashing 4.
All right. I'm just waiting for the score. I'm sorry, I'm blind.
Yeah, they need a...
I don't have my glasses on. I'm not. My apologies.
Trust me, if I didn't have mine on, we'd be in the same boat. We'd be useless.
Well, thank you for corrective lenses, everybody.
65. This is a tie game with 4 minutes left in this game. This is a really good game, you guys.
I'll tell you right now.
You're looking at some really good derby tonight.
Whatever happens in this next jam, there's a lot of time clicking off on this clock right now.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever happens in this next jam, the one after it's going to be the more important one. They are winding back that time.
Running it back. Good,
Smart move. That was a lot of time that could have. That's an entire jam right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. 4:14. Okay, they've got 4 minutes and 14 seconds left of this game. They're tied right now. This is an exciting game, you guys. Yes, give it up for everybody. You guys are playing an awesome game tonight.
Tensions are rising. Donger in a 3-point stance. Looking like Creed Humphrey. I used to do that. That was my stance. Oh, she takes that hit by Toucan. Knocked outside. Early big jammer break with Lady Killshot. She wants to take it all to herself. She's quarterbacking this one. Spill in the back with Tish and the Black
everybody's
Jammer.
out of the box now. So let's see what happens.
But the Lethals have a definitive point scorer lead. And it looks like she's going to be able to make a multi-pass potentially. We'll see what she wants to do when she gets all of her points up here. Electrocute still has 3 lengths of the track to go. Out of play, and she calls it. Does she want to burn the time? What a strategic move. I'm really hyped because she is waiting for the last possible moment. Way to play smart derby.
Yes,
A less experienced player calls it right away, giving the trailing team one more jam to try and catch up. She right there made sure that there's only at most 3 jams left. That is a smart move with a 4-point lead. By George. I don't know who George is, but I am shooketh.
Let's see what happens next. And the whistle's blown.
You may not know this about me, but I love smart derby way more than I love big hitting derby. Oh, I love a cerebral player.
I'm too hot-headed to be cerebral.
Oh, looks like there's a penalty called on Batanka Boom for out of play, which means that Mel gets a clean break. You got 2:30 left in the period, 1 minute left in the jam. You got Queen of Herds coming with at least 40 feet of track to cover. Can Mel make a move? She gets over criminally and calls it. Looks like 2 points with 2 box points. That might be 4 to tie it all up.
Wow.
Is it 4?
Is it 4? Let's see. Man, give it up for these players. They're playing a heck of a game.
2 minutes left in the game. It is anybody's for the taking.
2 minutes and 12 seconds. I know it is. It is hard to watch.
With 2 minutes and 12 seconds on
The
the clock.
anxiety.
It looks like there's going to be at least 2 jams left there. That being said, there are circumstances in which this could be the last jam. Do be mindful. As they talk about it, there's a good chance that this could be an overtime jam. This could be an overtime game.
I mean, it all depends on what the blockers do, how, you know. If the jam is able to fly out, if they get caught up, all kinds of scenarios can happen.
Looks like they got 2 points. Now, I am confused as it looks like there might have been box
Mel's going
points.
to the box.
But whatever that penalty was, could have whatever they deliberated was demonstrative of something that I do not know. So
there's 2 in the box, 1 on each team. So there's 4 on the track.
in a 2-point jam. But as I've said before, having strong players in that box might not be a hampering all the time. It might be when you have equally great players in the box in Mel Malice and Badonka Boom. But let's see what happens after 30 seconds. Killshot makes a move, makes another move, cuts in, then out, is able to get up front, get an early break. Toucan Slam gonna make a move, but Queen of Hearts is able to hold her back and stay out of play. Toucan's able to make a play, but it looks like Electrocute's out of play. If the Lethals get a point here, it's more than 1 point. What happens? A whip on the outside. She's able to make 1. It looks like she has at least 2 points here. Can she get all 3 of them? We'll see.
If Toucan can get all 3 of them, even if she's lead.
There's a chance that Toucan's able to steal this back. Let's see what happens here. Toucan takes a hit. That's going to be a big deal. Killshot's knocked out of bounds, but she is able to call it.
Ooh.
It's 3 points for the Sheilas.
For the Sheilas.
And they're deliberating on pink points. What's Thunder going to hold up? 4.
Did she get 4?
That's what I see. What's the scoreboard
We're about
reflect
to find out.
3-point game. Last jam of the game, potentially.
Jam. Last jam.
1 in the box for the Lethals, meaning Sheilas need 2 points to call it with the ghost point.
Ooh, this could be anyone's game.
Mamba
still.
is quarterback
she
in this
took
one.
That
She gets to the front
helmet
row
cover
real quick.
again. She's
Nita able to help her out, holding Donger back. Mamba challenging again. Her Regs teammate is able to hold her again and again.
and
she
Mamba's
makes the move.
Oh, Donger goes to the box.
She needs 2
Tremblay's
points
still
here.
in the back.
She needs 2 points here. She needs 2 points here.
Both point scorers.
And Donger stays down, taking away Sheila's big point scoring run. That one was, hey, the jam needed to end. You were too injured to play.
Yeah, it's
that
a
is.
fluke. With their back on, we've got Kremley and Mel Malice up there, along with Queen of Hearts and Anita. Very, very, very smart move.
Black does lose their advantage of having 1 in the box. So that means Black needs to end this jam with at least 3 points more. Needs
to go into
net
overtime.
3 more points.
Okay. Oh, someone has to serve a penalty.
Someone is in the box. So we're back to where we were, where only 2 points. Mel needs to end with 2 net
points.
passes, 2 more passes than her opponent. in order to get that ghost point from the box.
Here we go. 5 seconds.
All right, this is going to be fast, everybody. Don't blink. This is the last jam of the game. Kremlin comes to the inside, down to the middle. Meets the Ginger and Myers wall and is met with trouble. Badonka Boom and Tish in the back, able to hold
trying to
Mel
take her
Malice.
out. Mel Malice is trying to get up there, but Boom is not having it.
Shuffling in the back, Kremlin makes a move against
Oh,
Ginger.
Kremlin gets
Cuts to the
past
outside,
him.
is able to get
Oh,
around.
but
Able to get
Mama's
around
done
Ginger.
playing with her.
Mama with the dive, but it's not
Oh,
enough.
but she wasn't able to
Kremlin
get her.
to break.
Kremlin is out.
All right, the attack is up front.
But here
now
goes
she's
Anita.
able to break.
Anita's out there with her.
Kill shot moves. Kill shot goes for it, but doesn't get there. Kremlin's gonna need to keep going, or she's gonna need to get one and call it.
They
as soon
need-
as she
they
calls
need
it,
to
it's
get
the
her
end of
one.
the game. There's a penalty somewhere. She tries to call it. She gets the call off. It's the game.
Yeah.
The
Wait a
lovely
minute, wait a
Legals-
minute, wait a minute, baby. You don't know what
Black
just
holds up
happened.
4.
Hold on.
Black holds up 4.
But
How
that's
many
right.
did Pink get?
What did?
Pink holds up.
How many did Pink get?
Thunder, could you show the announcer table how many you were
Oh,
holding
the
up?
unofficial score: 73 to 7,
There's no-
76
wait.
to 74. The unofficial score is 76
76,
to
3 fingers for Pink.
74.